It's 2 a.m. Nothing went wrong today. Nobody said anything hurtful. No disaster happened. And yet, your brain is replaying a conversation from 3 days ago, trying to figure out if the way you said, "I'm fine," came across as passive-aggressive. If that sounds familiar, psychology has something fascinating to say about you. And it's probably not what you've been telling yourself. Psychologists call this pattern rumination, from the Latin word for chewing over. It's your mind returning to the same thought over and over, the way a tongue keeps finding a sore tooth. And here's what most people get wrong about it. Rumination is not a sign of weakness. It's not proof that something is wrong with you. Studies from Yale University and the University of Michigan found that people who ruminate are, on average, doing so because their brain is exceptionally good at pattern recognition. It's always scanning, always processing, always searching for meaning, even when there's nothing left to find. The problem isn't the intelligence. The problem is that the system never gets a signal to stop. Let's look at what's actually happening inside the brain. There's a region called the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for planning, analysis, and self-reflection. In most people, it quiets down during rest. In overthinkers, it stays online. Alongside it runs the default mode network, your brain's background processor. In overthinkers, these two systems work together almost constantly, generating internal monologue, simulating future conversations, drafting responses to arguments that haven't happened yet. Think of it like a computer that never goes to sleep. Every tab stays open, every process keeps running. And here's where it gets interesting. This pattern almost never starts in adulthood. For most overthinkers, the habit forms in childhood, often in environments where outcomes felt unpredictable. When a young brain grows up in a home where moods shifted without warning, or where mistakes had consequences that felt disproportionate, it learns a very logical survival strategy. Think ahead. Anticipate everything. If you can predict what's coming, maybe you can protect yourself. Seen through this lens, overthinking isn't a flaw. It's a very smart nervous system doing exactly what it was trained to do. But here's the part that most people, including therapists, miss. There's a chemical reason you can't just stop. Every time your brain runs through a scenario, analyzing angles, constructing arguments, simulating outcomes, it releases small amounts of dopamine, not because you solved anything, just because you were thinking. Your brain is being rewarded for the activity itself, not the resolution. This is why telling an overthinker to just stop thinking about it is, neurologically speaking, almost meaningless. The wheel feels like progress. It feels like you're getting somewhere, but the destination never arrives. So here's what the research actually says, and this might surprise you. A 2013 study in Psychological Science found that people who ruminate most also score significantly higher on cognitive empathy, the ability to understand and anticipate how other people think and feel. Overthinkers, on average, are more perceptive, more attuned to social nuance, more aware of how words land before they've even finished speaking. The very engine that makes overthinking so exhausting is also what makes these people remarkably human. But perception without resolution is exhausting. And that's the tension overthinkers live with every day. They notice everything. They feel the weight of every possibility. And the more they think, the harder clarity seems to become. Because here's the quiet truth psychology keeps returning to. The mind cannot think its way out of every problem. Some things have to be felt, decided, or released, not solved. If you've made it this far, you probably know exactly what kind of thinker you are. So I want to ask you one question. Drop it in the comments. Does your overthinking go backwards or forwards? Do you replay things that already happened? Or do you simulate things that might never happen? Because next week we're looking at the psychology of the opposite. People who never seem to doubt themselves at all. Why they're so confident, and why that confidence is almost always hiding something. I'll see you there.